Today's topic is very, very important in algebra. What is today's topic? Laws of exponents. In grade 8 and 9, you deal with 4 of these laws. So without wasting any of your time, let's go into today's lesson. We have got the first law, law number 1. And on law number 1, what is stated? What does it say, law number 1? It says that a to the power m multiplied, this dot means multiply, multiplied by a to the power n, right? This is the first law. What is it saying? Remember, the a is representing a base. So we are being told that base a is identical to another base. And the operation is saying multiply. When bases which are identical are multiplying, what happens? Then the first law says that the exponents, they should add. Meaning to say that I'm going to write a single base and then I'm going to add these exponents. Meaning to say that m plus n. This would be my final answer. But remember, this is algebra, how I'm writing it. Let's have practical examples in terms of numbers. So let's go for this example. Now, in this particular case, you are given what? 2 to the power 3. And they're saying that this 2 to the power 3 is being multiplied by 2 to the power 4. Like that. What does that mean? We have base 2, we have base 2 there. And the sign is saying multiply. So you write a single base and you're going to add these exponents. Which means you say 3 plus 4. Which is now equal to what? Which is now equal to 2 to the power 7. Because 3 plus 4 is equal to 7. Of course, you can find 2 to the power 7, 2, 4, 8, 16, 32, 64, 128. So your final answer is 128. And just like that, we have dealt with law number 1. It's very easy. You just need you to regularly practice. As a matter of fact, here's a question that I would like you to deal with as your homework. And please do submit your answers in the comment section. I'll tell you whether what you would have done is correct or not. So, number 1, you've got b to the power 4 multiplied by b to the power 2. Number 2, you have 4 to the power 3 multiplied by 4 to the power 2. These are the two questions which I'm giving you. Practice them. Use the method that I have used earlier on. If you have forgotten something, just pause the video, go back, watch it again, and then come back to the questions and answer them. All right, let's go to law number 2, right? If we go to law number 2, what does it say? It says that if you are given a to the power m, and they've said that divide, and the bases, most importantly, they are what? They are identical, a to the power n. What does it mean when you are given now this division? Please, people, this what we call over, it's a division line. Law number 2 says that when the bases are identical, please subtract the what? Subtract the exponents. Meaning to say that now we write a single base, we write to the power m, and this exponent n, which was at the bottom, it goes to the top. And we say m minus n, m minus n, right? Now, this is algebra. Once again, let's have numbers as examples. So if we say 3 to the power 4 here, divided by 3 to the power 2, we are going to write a singular base, which is now we say 3 to the power 4. And this one, when it goes on top, it subtracts. Now we're saying 3 to the power 4 minus 2, which is now equal to 3 to the power 2. And your 3 to the power 2 is equals to what? It is equals to 9. You can simply punch your calculator, then it will give you the answer, which is equal to 9, right? So this is very, very easy. Once again, I'm going to give you homework. please don't assume that you have understood. You can only be certain that you have understood when you have tried some few questions. So, A, what does it say? It now says to you, you have got 5 to the power 7 and it's divided by 5 to the power 2, right? And on question B, what does question B say? Question B simply says that you have got C to the power 8 divided by C to the power 8. All right. I would like you to use the comment section to submit your answers. I will respond to your answers. Now, we have dealt with 2 laws so far. Now, I'm going to give you some few seconds so that you can copy this question or these questions. And then after a few seconds, I'm going to erase this so that I can continue with the other laws. I think you have copied. Now I'm going to erase. So here we are now going to go for law number 3. Law number 3, we're dealing with what? With multiplication. So under law number 3, you have been given a to the power m, close bracket to the power n here. Now, observe what happens. The base which is inside, it has got an exponent, and outside the bracket there is an exponent. So what happens? These 2 exponents, they multiply. In other words, you're saying that you're going to say base a to the power m multiplied by exponent n. And this would be your final answer. A to the power m multiplied by n. It gives us what? It gives us a to the power mn. Remember, it becomes mn because these exponents are not identical. Now, let's go to an example where we include numbers, right? So we're going to use number 5. Base 5. We have got base 5 to the power 2, and outside we are given exponent 2. So we say 5 to the power 2 multiplied by 2. And 2 multiplied by 2 is equal to 4. So in other words, we have got 5 to the power 4, right? 5 multiplied by 5 gives us 25. 25 times 5, it's 125. 125 by 5, it should be 625. So we've got 625. Let's just verify for you so that we may not teach you incorrect things. All right, we say 5 to the power, oh, Jesus help us. 5 to the power what? 5 to the power 4 is equals to 625. There we go. Right. So, by now you know. I'll give you a little bit of homework for you to do. Here's your homework. If you're to be given c to the power 3, but my handwriting here, it has disappointed me. So let's use letters that I can actually write legibly. So we'll use letter B, b to the power what? B to the power 1, close bracket, and the exponent is 0. Right? Or this is A, B, you are given, open bracket, negative b to the power 3 multiplied by 0. Wow, these are interesting questions, right? All right, so we move on to the next question. Now, under law 3, we have got 2 types of laws. Actually, this is law 3a. Then we've got what we call law 3b. Right? What does it mean? Remember, under this first law, we're having a what? We're having a single base. Under law 3b, we open the bracket and we now say AB close bracket, to the power m, like this. You have got two different bases. So what we're exploring is now the fact that here this a, it has got exponent 1 and b also has got exponent 1. So which means that this exponent is going to multiply with the exponents which are inside the brackets. In other words, we are saying that we've got a to the power 1 multiplied by m, and we've got b to the power 1 multiplied by m, which is equals to 1 multiplied by m is equals to m. So we've got a to the power m, and b 1 multiplied by m is also identical. So we've got a to the power m and b to the power m, and just like that, you are done. What is the difference? Law 3a, you've got a singular base. Law 3b, you've got two bases. As a matter of fact, you can be given 3, but I'm not going to give you 3 bases because that is work we should do in grade 10 mostly. That's where they question you grade 10, 11, and metric. All right, we are done with these laws. So let's go for examples where we use numbers. So we are going to say open bracket. I've been given base what? I've been given base 2, and it's 2 to the power 2 multiplied by base 3, which is to the power 1. Close the bracket, to the power 2. So what are we going to do in this particular instance? We are now going to say that we have got this base 2, which has got an exponent 2. It is going to multiply with the exponent which is outside. So multiplied by 2. And we say multiplied by here, we've got 3, which is 3 to the power 1 multiplied by what? Multiplied by 2. And when you say 2 multiplied by 2, you get 4. So you've got 2 to the power 4 multiplied by 1 multiplied by 2 is equals to 2. So you've got 3 to the power 2. Now, what are we going to do? We can't leave our answer in this state. Now, we're going to find the value of 2 to the power 4, which is 2, 4, 8, 16. So here we've got 16 multiplied by, and here 3 to the power 2 is equals to 9. 9. Now I have been given 60 multiplied by 9, and 6 multiplied by 9, it gives you 54. So you've got 4 carry 5 here. 9 by 1 is 9 plus 5, which is 10, 14. You've got 144. And just like that, you have found your answer. Let's just confirm with our calculator whether what we've done is correct. What I have done, rather. So we open the bracket and we say 2 to the power 2 multiplied by, multiplied by 3. We close the bracket and we say to the power what? To the power 2. And the answer that we get is equals to 144. All right. Last but not least, I'm not going to give you homework for this. Let's go to the fourth law, the final law. Law number 4. Law number 4, we are now dealing with what? We are now dealing with fractions. So if you are given a over b, and then they say to the power m, this exponent, it affects the numerator as well as the denominator, meaning to say that I will say a to the power 1 multiplied by m over b to the power 1 multiplied by m. And 1 multiplied by m is equals to m. So here we've got a to the power m all over b, and 1 by m is still m. So I've got a to the power m all over b to the power m. Now, let's go to examples where we write some numbers. Now we've got 2 over what? 2 over 3 to the power what? To the power 4. In other words, we are now going to say 2 to the power 1 multiplied by 4 all over 3 to the power 1 multiplied by 4, which is equals to 1 by 4 is equals to 4. 2 to the power 4 all over 4 by 1 is 4. 3 to the power 4, which is equal to 2 to the power 4, we said it's 16, right? 2, 4, yes, 2, 4, wait a minute. Yeah, 2, 4, 8, 16. I'm correct. And 3 to the power 4, 3, 9, 27, 81. So I've got 16 over 81 as our final answer, right? So here I can give you homework on law number 4, and the homework simply asks you a simple question. C to the power 8 divided by d to the power 2, and everything is to the power 3. All right. If this video is helpful to you, please subscribe and also hit the notification button so that anytime that I get to drop some videos, YouTube notifies you. Share with your loved ones. Share with your classmates. Share with your brothers and sisters. Comment. Ask questions in the comment section. Make suggestions in the comment section. And last but not least, please like the video so that YouTube can recommend it to other people who need help, just like you. Till we meet again, be safe. Thank you.